Algier have the chance to go the other way. Well, there's the clearance. Well, that pass isn't the best. Now, can they get him away?
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
He's had a shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Beckham standing over it.
You start as you mean to go on, Peter. Make this a good one.
Oh, he's having a go! No, just not quite.
Ronaldinho has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
Yamal.
Oh, really well played.
And he's managed to get free. He's having a shot! That's another chance!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That is ended up in no man's land.
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
Now it's Roberto Carlos. Nicely weighted ball. He's in plenty of space here. Lovely bit of skill. And it's Beckham. Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Yamal. He is through here. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Yamal's cross. That's a decent clearance. Messi. Yamal. It's a goal kick. Oh, there's a probing ball. Rivaldo is sharing after that one. Well, nothing to report in terms of goals, but it's not for the want of trying.
I actually think both teams are playing okay here. We've had some good attempts, although they've mounted to nothing so far.
Chong! Oh, it's come loose. Oh, he's been caught napping. And that is a little undercooked. Stack. Ronaldinho. He's in a great position here. Tries a shot! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Frimpong really showed what he brings to this side there. A fantastic effort, even if the defence seemed half asleep.
Algier have their second corner now. And now a sudden chance to counter. Haaland receives it in a good position here. Frimpong. It's gone out for a throw-in. Ruan. Alexander-Arnold kept his eye on it, and he's there. Looking to play him in. Look at the space. Chance, surely! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. It's their second corner of the game. Ronaldinho can get it clear. Lovely, now that shoots! Oh, the ball's come loose here. And he whips it in.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off. We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
Pinches it off him. Knocks it into space. He is just caressing the ball. Haaland, and the finish! Not a bad try by any means. So, third corner of the game. And he gets rid in a hurry. And it's Messi. Pedri shapes to shoot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
No, that's been intercepted. Kimmich. It's Pedri. Spread it left. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, such a clever touch. He's picked his way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Mbappe! And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. And that signals the end of the first period. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So neither side yet off the mark.
It's not a bad game by any means, Peter, but it definitely needs an injection of some invention, creativity. There's so much you can do with all that industry by just adding a little bit of skill.
So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock. The score 0-0.
Substitution on the field, number 21.
And we get things going again.
Coming on the field is
0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Played down the flank. Yamal providing an outlet on that flank. He has found the way through. There's the shot! It's a loose ball. Ronaldinho. Frimpong.
Substitution in progress.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And there's green grass ahead of him. He's found the way through. Can he finish? And that was struck with genuine force. Corner number 3 coming up. And now they can spring out of defence. Haaland, shot could be on. Real chance! Superb goal!
Well, Peter, talk about how to make a difference. He made the best of this period when quite a few players had barely settled back into the game. Some brilliant work from the skipper here.
Everyone waited for the cross, but he had other ideas.
Of course, there's a question mark over the keeper on his near post there, but it was such a clever finish to spot the gap and find it.
So the first goal of the game.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Pass somewhat off target. It's a promising position. Looking for the run. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Guardiola threads one in. Yamal makes the interception. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, that's well spotted. Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Good pressure, determined in... Big chance! Well taken goal. And there's the goal they've been looking for. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Substitutions taking place.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. Timor-Leste are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's a real psychological way to...
Can he finish? In he goes again. Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here. Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that...
And the shot! And that's in! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed! That was a given. It always was.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? Roberto Carlos did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, shooting chance! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
And how decisive might that prove, Peter? It really would have put the wind in their sails if they were just 1 down, as opposed to 2. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Albert Ferrer did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Oh, good spread. Chong. Royce. Chong takes a shot! He's got a goal! With so little time left, grandstand finish! Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Well, at one stage he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Algiers give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, who's under pressure now? It's going to require some inspired defending to stop this lot.
Mbappe makes a move down the right. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And he is going into that little black book. Haaland Now it's Yamal. He's shifting through the gears here. Vinicius Junior. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. And it's Ronaldinho. Mbappe. Good ball, good... Goes for a shot! Goal! They have stolen level at the last! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response... And we're done. Magic. What a magical football match, and genuine respect all round. Chong claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument.
Those of you making their way home
Your thoughts on today's game then, Tim?
Please watch the screen.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So we're very much on the way now. Well, it's a formation, this, Jim, with a packed midfield, isn't it?
Yeah, and it allows for a lot of flexibility, Peter. You know, combative without the ball, expansive with it. It's a system that's naturally going to ask an awful lot from your central striker. but also for anyone positioned out wide. You're the key supply route, and at the same time, the defensive cover. So, effectively, you're the lungs and legs of the team.
And he's picked it up out wide. And they've switched it over to the other side. Luis Alberto. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Well, now here is a young man who really does seem to have the whole world at his feet. Lamine Yamal, a player of barely matched potential and indeed of barely matched expectation.
And the inevitable comparisons that go along with that, Peter.
And are those comparisons justified?
Well, from what I've seen of him so far, very much so. There's pace and great technique, but the most outstanding quality about him is his maturity, especially.
And the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Can he stop it going out? And this is Rashad, surely! Alger with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Martinez breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Sanfrecce Hiroshima are looking to go forward now. Albert Ferrer. So it is still 0-0. Now it's Mbappe. Threads one in.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, that's fabulous. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Alger have it back and can go again. Luis Alberto. Oh, played through for the wide man. Eric Garcia gets across to intercept that. Opts for safety. Stack. And Yamal. And here's Mbappe.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
He's found the way through. Plenty to aim at here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
They're back in possession and ready to go again. Half an hour played now. Albert Ferrer. It's a really well-measured ball. And it's Frimpong. That's a cute ball. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. The pass has gone astray. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Trippier makes the interception. Very nicely done. Ronaldinho goes for a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
That is good strength. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Albert Ferrer with the clearance. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. He has found the way through. Good ball, good take. Ronaldinho is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. And claimed it back swiftly. And we've reached half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Please join
Solid,
me in wishing
very
all
solid,
the best to
actually,
members
Peter.
of our
They
fan
haven't
club
made much of an
celebrating
impression
their
at the other end,
wedding anniversary today.
but defensively I think they've got an awful lot right, completely nullifying their opponents. Now they just need to focus on getting a little more creative.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. And so the action is resumed.
Angers have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think
He's having a hit! That was superb goalkeeping!
that's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
It's their second corner of the game. Pau Torres can get it clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. It's a pretty loose pass. Has a look and plays it forward. Tries to pass it through. Yamal receives it in a wide position. Ødegaard ventures forward. Ronaldinho, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Luis Alberto, and it's Ødegaard. Ødegaard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Kvaratskhelia! And he couldn't finish.
Kvaratskhelia deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Hernandez picks it up out wide. Oh, well played. Plenty of numbers back. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way.
The attendance for this match was 29,500.
Kvaratskhelia in acres of space out wide. He's shifting through the gears here. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. And he's taking no chances there. Angers have the chance to go the other way. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Angers do have a chance to counter here. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And still we await the first breakthrough. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And they're on him in a flash. He won't be happy with that one. He's got away. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Can he get it through? Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Looking to play him in. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That has not gone well. Yamal.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Thinks about the shot. Now it's Luis Alberto. Now this could be a chance. Now the ball in. And he's there to get it away. Albert Ferrer can clear it away. It's just beyond his reach.
Well, the crowd's impatience is an indicator that they haven't quite given up on a goal just yet. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Ronaldinho. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Kvaratskhelia.
This is the time you need that pace.
Nicely weighted ball. He's going for goal! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Yeah, we can't fault him for the attempt, although it might have been a case of momentary tunnel vision then.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Number 77, Kvaratskhelia. Number 19, Kulhashi. Number 8.
And here's Foden.
Coming on the field, number 47, Phil Foden. Number 18.
He's beaten, shapes to shoot! So near, and yet so far. And that's the end of the game. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack, and the outcome inevitable. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom, and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. It is a deep, deep sea of yellow, beautifully effervescent yellow. That is what you're faced with when you come to Dortmund. So straight into the action. Well, now here is a young man who really does seem to have the whole world at his feet. Lamine Yamal, a player of barely matched potential and indeed of barely matched expectation.
And the inevitable comparisons that go along with that, Peter.
And are those comparisons justified?
Well, from what I've seen of him so far, very much so. There's pace and great technique, but the most outstanding quality about him is his maturity, especially when it comes to making the right decisions. That's what sets him apart, for me anyway.
Messi. Now that is tidy, really tidy. And he welcomes it in. Oh, that's fabulous. And it's Vinicius Junior. He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post.
Well, it's been a very attacking start here. It's looking good for them if they can maintain what we've seen.
Frimpong. McLean. Great vision. He's got plenty of space out wide here, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pedri did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And he cuts out the supply. Schlotterbeck. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a...
He's having a hit! And that was too close for comfort.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Played out to the left flank. Oh, he's found support out wide. Not a hint of offside here. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He'll try from distance! Oh, the ball's come loose here. And that was nowhere near his best.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
No, he is not giving anything away. Can he get on the end of this? Picked out brilliantly. Shot a goal! Goal! Angers! And Angers score first. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Angers penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, that silenced the crowd, Peter. Item 1 on the to-do list. Done.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Alisson breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Kessié. And it's Denzel Dumfries.
Oh, really well played.
He is through here. And this is Messi. And Messi! And that's another fine save.
Well, the keeper saved his team again here, Peter, but he needs more protection from this defence.
Well read, nice interception. Now it's Messi. Now it's David. David showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. He's found a way through. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's Messi. Messi running with intent. And that is a little undercooked. Elanga. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Mbappe is standing over this one. This the perfect chance to extend the advantage. Yamal! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, that's a fine interception. And it's Ronaldinho. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Good play from him.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Gakpo. David. Albert Ferrer calmly anticipates. Spread out to the left. Knocks it into space.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Good ball, good take. And he is dashing on. Pedri! That's a fair try, but just off target.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Vinicius Junior looking understandably energised after his goal. Hernandez, a header! Oh, he's been caught on it, in he goes again! And he hits the net! And that is what they came to see, what they demanded to see, his first! The invitation was clear, and that is indeed the final act.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Angers are heading into the break very happy with how it's gone so far.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund, number 9.
So we're underway for the second half.
Coming on the field is number
Good
11,
take, shapes to shoot! And he couldn't finish.
He was played in well though, Peter. At least that gets approval all round.
Now it's Gakpo. Looking for options for movement. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Angers clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
No, not quite on the same wavelength.
This is the time you need that pace.
And he's worked it through. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Al Kubasi cuts out the pass. It's a pretty loose pass. Threads one in. In with the challenge. Oh, it's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
Oh, that's a key interception. Not the most accurate pass. He's shifting through the gears here. He's picked his way through. And the shot! And he's gone looking for safety. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there. And Messi! Borussia Dortmund appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Schlotterbeck was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Gakpo. He's got away. And the shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
8. Coming on the field, number 10, number 26, Under.
Pedri tries to play it through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And it's Messi. Oh, easy pickings there. Now it's Mbappe. That is good alertness. Now it's Mbappe. Into the channel. Yamal in acres of space out wide. Ronaldinho closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Oh, nicely intercepted. And it's Ronaldinho. Vinicius Junior. And the finish! Oh, brilliant from Yamal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! It's all becoming so easy.
After 76 minutes is number 10, Yamal!
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things already rolling.
There's Lamine Yamal, Peter, the latest Spanish superstar. I'd like to see him get a lot of freedom on that right wing.
And is that his best position?
I'd say so, Peter. With him being left-footed, he can cut inside, but he's such an all-round threat. He has that blistering pace that he can use to beat the best defenders, and it's very difficult to stop him once he starts linking up with others, once he's made that inside run.
Rodri. This is a promising build-up. Good ball over the top. Ronaldinho. And Frimpong. Albert Ferrer. That'll be a throw. Van Dijk. Rodri. Ronaldinho. Oh, perfectly measured that. Mbappe! He's scored!
Can you think of a better way to have started this game? Talk about how to stamp your authority on things. You've just seen it.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Alger penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
That has really stirred things up, and if they carry on like this, things might even get louder here.
So just the one early goal to report so far, and the score is 1-0. Oh, well played. Now it's Yamal. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. McLean. He's got away. Swings in across. Oh, important interception. And the counter is on. Hernandez gets it away. Ronaldinho is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Tries a shot! And that's a good finish. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Mbappe demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
And now he has two. Alger are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
McLean. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Played in by Roberto Carlos. Camavinga looking for a runner. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Played over towards the opposite flank. Olise. Shevchenko. Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Tries to play it through. Alexander-Arnold unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Yamal. Looking for options for move. Decent chance! And it's in! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Après 34 minutes de jeu par le numéro 19.
Just one in it now.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Yamal. Hernandez cuts it out. That has been cut short. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. And it's Mendes. And that could set him on his way. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. And he's managed to get rid and reclaimed it in a trice. Olise, and it's Camavinga. Nicely weighted ball. He's in a great position here. Aims beyond the defence. Olise was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Yamal. That's going to go a long way. It'll be a throw-in. Camavinga.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
For Olise. Shevchenko tries to pass it through. Well, that's well seen too. And they've got rid. Mbappe.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Mbappe. And that brings the first half to a close. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Angers are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here.
Attention, changement.
So off we go again. Can he get it through? Van Dijk kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Yamal, looking to pass their way up the pitch. Plays the return pass, and here's Shevchenko. Yamal showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Roberto Carlos. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Floated through. Shevchenko has it in a wide position. Vinicius Junior. And it's Roberto Carlos. Alexander-Arnold does well not to be outdone there. Hernandez. Yamal might just make this.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Now it's Camavinga. That's a good ball out wide. He has a look. Shot at goal! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Oh, he's really looking like he's on the very top of his game here.
Alexander-Arnold goes short. Opts to play it back. Great challenge, time to perfection. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. That looks a good ball through. Oh, that was never going to make it. Rodri. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Looking for the run.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that should get the job done. Now, can they get him away? And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Played into space. No luck with that dink over the top.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Le numéro 21. Pour le remplacer, le numéro 38.
Angers perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Oh, that's superb. Albert Ferrer getting this one clear. Angers have now used up all but one of their... Oh, he's been caught on it here! McLean. Messi. Ronaldinho. That has ended up in no man's land. Nuno Mendes. He's looking wide. He's a... Can he finish? That is decidedly lacking.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Ronaldinho. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. 75 minutes played.
Flamengo really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Fermin. Oh, that is a nice touch. Oh, that's a fine interception. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Angers clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Lopez, and here's Mbappe, Trossard, and the ball is out of play. That's travelling a long way. And it's been played through. Chance for a shot! And it's in! We thought they were done, but never say never. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Back to parity, and there's barely any time left.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. OK, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Temps additionnel, 3 minutes.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Good ball, good take. And he shoots! Not the most accurate pass. Deep into stoppage time. Back where it came from. Well read, nice interception. And it's Van Dijk. Thinks about the shot. That's it, the referee says enough. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts, highly entertaining until the very end. Mbappé picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.
Nous vous rappelons qu'il est
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, there is here a great sense of expectation. As to universal contentment, the Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. There's the whistle, and here we go.
There's Lamine Yamal, Peter, the latest Spanish superstar. I'd like to see him get a lot of freedom on that right wing.
And is that his best position?
I'd say so, Peter. With him being left-footed, he can cut inside, but he's such an all-round threat. He has that...
Vinicius Junior! And he couldn't finish.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
And it's Ronaldinho. That is good alertness. Now it's Neymar. Oh no, that was never going to make it. That's a little off target. Now it's Bergkamp. Now then, the ball's come loose. Played into space. Floated through. And he's definitely onside. Good ball, good take. Mohamed Salah. Chance here to counter. Pires. He's found a way through. Looking for the run. And this is Bergkamp. Oh, well played. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. And it's Bergkamp. Tries one from range. Just the wrong side.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that, and it wasn't far away at all.
And reclaimed it in a trice. He's beaten the last man. Might be... And De Bruyne! Goal! Arsenal! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Arsenal are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter.
Big chance! That wasn't the worst effort in the world. Oh, what has happened here? Angers prepare for one of the most important games in their history. Last day, must win. It is the most unmissable of games, the real epitome of do or die. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So straight into the action. Angers need all the support they can get here. To say this is crucial would be to understate massively. Hernandez gets into a good position. Hernandez, and he shoots! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. That pass has been well intercepted. Cannavaro cuts out the pass. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, I'm really impressed with this guy, Jude Bellingham. For one so young, he has wonderful intelligence and a great ability to read the game. The most expensive 17-year-old in the game too, and he's got a wonderful natural feel of space.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. He's cut it out. Now it's Stoichkov. And he was alert to it. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Another chance from a corner. And we have our very first corner. And they've got rid. Angers. Bellingham! But he's left disappointed.
Well, he doesn't half hit a clean strike. The moment he was in that position, you knew he was going to smash it.
Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Yamal receives it in a good position. It's shot a goal! And he couldn't finish.
Vinicius Junior deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
And he's intervened well there. And it's Stoichkov. He is through here. Stack.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Still goalless at the moment. Frimpong. Now it's Yamal. He can run onto that. He's shift charge, surely! Bellingham, tantalisingly brilliant, at times unstoppable. Can he get it through? And this is Stoichkov. Rooney. Not the most accurate pass. Hernandez. Ronaldinho. And he welcomes it in. He's got away. Oh, he's played it in low. Shapes to shoot! Goal! Angers! Is this the moment? The moment he made it happen. The moment they made it happen. His position was perfect. The invitation was there for him. And his response, absolutely clinical.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Angers have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, Peter, this now poses the question of stick or twist. Do they immediately go for another one, or sit back and wait patiently for the opportunity to break?
Rooney. and claimed it back swiftly. Mbappe is fouled. That is ended up in no man's land. He's on it, can he get away? And that was very necessary. And they're back on the ball again. And the shot! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Mbappe has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
That is good strength. Well, that pass isn't the best. Mbappe tries to pass it through. Vinicius Junior showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
And it's Stoichkov. Well, that looks a decent ball. Oh no, what has happened here? And we've reached half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. Angers up by 1 goal at the halfway point.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps, that's not too much to ask.
Angers are 1-0 up at half-time and it's all to play for. So the action resumes. Angers leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Frimpong. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Now it's Mbappe. Ball in towards the middle.
Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that.
Mbappe aims beyond the defence. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And this is Stoichkov. Bellingham. Decent chance! Oh, needed to be more decisive in the end.
No surprise there. Can't be hesitant in those moments, Peter. Just allowed the defence to regroup and stop the attack.
Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. That's a sharp pass. McLean. And the counter is on. That's going right the way across. And it's Frimpong. Ronaldinho. And there's the shot! Volleyed effort.
Well, that was inventive and speculative, but the thought process was a little slicker than the attempt.
And now a sudden chance to counter. And that was asking for too much. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Knocks it into space. Can he finish? Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Looking for the run.
Le nombre
To
de
Meccano.
spectateurs pour ce match,
Picked out brilliant. It's Rooney! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
He's had a shot! Oh, the ball's... And the keeper couldn't hold it. It goes to show he is human after all.
Mbappe really reacted very quickly there, but couldn't quite find the finish he needed.
Bellingham is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Mbappe picks it up out wide.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And there's green grass ahead of him. And he's managed to get free. Oh, right place, right time. And here's Vinicius Junior. He's picked it, real chance! He pondered over it, and that goes down as a chance missed.
Vinicius Junior cannot be that slow, and it took the sting out of the break and a big chance wasted.
Changement. Le numéro 11.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Yeah, I think he's trying to stay one step ahead of his opponents here, maintain the upper hand, so to speak. I can see that.
Le numéro 9. Le numéro 17. Roberto Carlos.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
That's going wide left. Algiers have a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. That was travelling. Knocks it out wide. Lampard. Foden. Great chance! so close to drawing level.
Foden was already celebrating in his head and probably still can't process how the keeper denied him. What a stop.
Corner number 3 coming up. Oh, well played, well played. And he's there to get it away. And it's Rijkaard. Now, can they get him away? Albert Ferrer clears it away.
Madrid really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Vardiol makes the interception.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Upamecano. Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul.
It's just a silly one to give away at this stage of the game.
Great chance here from position A1. And this is a great chance to get themselves back square. Çalhanoğlu! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Pass somewhat off target. Angers can feel it. Promotion now frighteningly close, but they're having to navigate around some pretty stubborn opposition here.
It's tempting to say, Peter, they're making things harder for themselves by not killing off the game when they had the chance.
Griezmann, always onto this. Neuer gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Ferran Torres. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. Whatever he had in mind, can he finish? And it's come back out to him. And there's a goal. They have stolen level at the last. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
Tries a shot! Oh, he's been caught on it here. And they can counter here. That has not gone well. Tries to play it through. The ball's gone astray. Cristiano Ronaldo! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. So that's it. It is all over. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter.
Angers get ready for another crack at the big prize.
Señoras y señores,
Will they get the win they need to get their
bienvenidos
campaign off to a flying start, or will their bubble burst over the course of the next 90 minutes? For 70 years or thereabouts, this place has borne witness to some truly special moments in sport on this continent. Little surprise, the Estadio Olímpico Universitario was once dubbed the most important building in modern America. Well, we're on the way. David Seaman, clearly one of the finest English goalkeepers of modern times.
Well, Peter, if you're part of the defence in front of him, the lines of communication are fully open. He has a big say in redirecting traffic away from his box.
And his career went on and on and on.
Listen, the best tend to stay around.
It's not an especially good pass, that. Now it's Yamal. That is good alertness. A probing pass. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Bruchedli Bazor. Played out to the left flank. And he's managed to get free. Takes aim and crosses. Tries to get it clear. Just about within shooting range. Well, it was a chance, but meat and drink for the keeper.
No, it's a fair attempt. I think he felt he could line one up there. The odds were never really in his favour.
Chong. Driving through the middle. Oh, right place, right time. Albert Ferrer, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Can he get on the end of this? He has a look up, drills one in. Angers, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Chong! There was plenty of power on that. McLean. Ruan. It's Vinicius Junior. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Good ball, good take.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Albert Ferrer calmly anticipates. Vinicius Junior. That's really well manoeuvred. Ronaldinho. Oh, that's a key interception. Over to the right flank. Oh, played through for the wide man. This looks promising. He's having a shot! Oh, that wasn't far away.
Nothing wrong with the idea. Inches away. Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Showing great feet there. Frimpong did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Vinicius Junior. That's an imaginative pass. Can he get onto this? Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Mbappe cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. A real opportunity here from a position of great potential. Yamal! Decent hit from there. Pinged towards the front line. Mbappe. And the pass is intercepted. It's a good surge he's making up the left-hand side. Played towards the other side.
Good ball, that too.
McLean. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Oh, easy pickings there. Hernandez. Albert Ferrer. Just 5 minutes left until the break. That's destined for the flank. Oh, can he get onto this? And he was quick to react. Brichedli Bazor. He's in a great position here. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Yamal knocks it into space. It's a promising position. Yamal tries to play it through. And that is the end of the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So neither side yet off the mark.
Well, this will have given them a chance to look for any potential holes and weaknesses in the opposition. Something that will bear fruit once the teams come out again, I'm sure, Peter.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time.
Señoras y señores, en la pantalla se mostrarán los horarios de los trenes de todas las estaciones cercanas.
Gets us
Hay un
going
cambio
once
en el
more.
campo de juego.
So
Número
the first
18.
half draw, no goals.
Entrará al campo número 30.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. Chong, looking to play him in. Well, played right into his path. Chance!
El anotador. Convertido en el
Curaçao
minuto
are in
49.
front now, the game's
Número
only
30.
goal.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Ronaldinho is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Now it's Yamal. Now this could be a chance. Looking for options for movement. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Frimpong. Pass somewhat off target. It's a pretty loose pass. Albert Ferrer. Alger still this single goal behind. Now Mbappe. Mbappe going face-to-face with his great rival. Chong. Not the most accurate pass. Well, that has not gone well. Now it's Zivkovic. Distributed tidily. In towards the back stick. And that has been cleared. Nicely weighted ball.
La cantidad de
Curaçao
espectadores de
claiming
este
a corner,
partido
and the
fue
referee
de
concurs.
72.306.
Curaçao with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. He's had a shot! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world. Curaçao have their second corner now. That's put paid to the danger. That's a good ball out wide. And the assistant referee rightly gives him... Alger have reclaimed it. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Brishedli Bazor threads one in. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Frimpong does really well to win the ball there. That has ended up in no man's land. Now he's off and running. Well, that pass isn't the best. Stack. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Sivkovic. It's a really well-measured ball. He's got away. That'll be a corner.
Hay un cambio en el campo de juego.
Corner number 3 coming up.
Número 11. Entran número 29. Número 9.
Ronaldinho can get it clear. Alger are looking to go forward now. Albert Ferrer.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
He's found some space. That has been knocked clear. And he's there to get it away. Nicked it back promptly. Tries to pass it through. Chong! Chong! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? He'll try to keep this alive. The message is clear. None shall pass. He's having a hit! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Oh, and that should have been 2.
Well, for me, he seems to be playing with a lot more zest now. He does look the most likely to grab that second goal cushion.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Alger now in a position of desperate urgency.
Well, I like to see, Peter, that they haven't given up yet, so the spirit burns on.
Space for him to turn and look. He's found a way through. Played into the box. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Curaçao can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Now it's Benzema. Frimpong. Stack. Passes short and sharp. He's on it. Can he get away? Chong. And he's gone backward here. And this is Griezmann.
That's just playing it safe and simple. Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
And he's gone looking for safety. It's gone out for a throw-in. Stack. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Tries from distance, and with that, the end. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, and time. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We are just getting started.
Well, Peter, I'm looking forward to seeing a player who has brought some new skills to the game. Ronaldinho. He looks one way and passes the other. Unconventional and cheeky, but always an enjoyable watch.
Yeah, he's playing beach football on the grandest stage of all.
The entertainer.
Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Flings in across. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Play towards the front line. And it's Gerrard. Mbappe! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. And now they can spring out of defence. O'Reilly gets over and intercepts. Gerrard. It's Kane! It's there!
Well, what a statement of intent. Who better to be the one to have the first say? A cracking opening to this game. Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
So, a breakthrough already. Now it's Kane. Tries to play it through. Great challenge, time to perfection. Messi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, that's fabulous. Shot, surely! And that is wildly off target.
That's the threat he carries, Peter, running at defences like that, if only he managed to retain his composure.
That's a good ball out wide. And here's Mbappe. Great ball if he can get there. Tries a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, he's been caught on it here! And it's O'Reilly. Picked out, he's having a shot! Not a bad try by any means.
Well, it wasn't the worst decision, really. He certainly had enough belief to take it on.
And he passes it long. O'Reilly wins the duel this time. Yamal. Ronaldinho.
Angers are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Mbappe gets into a good position. And he's on the cutback. Vinicius Junior. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Passes short and sharp. And the shot! It's bounced back off the post. But he's left disappointed.
Kane really might have got ever so slightly across it. I don't think he intended to hit it so close to the frame of the goal. I mean, that's a bit obvious.
Pedri for Messi. Passing is crisp and sharp, nicely spread. Now it's Yamal. Nice control.
That was lovely, that.
Timber picks it up out wide. Vinicius Junior. Stack. Distributed tidily. Mbappe. Gerrard looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Pedri. Oh, that's a key interception. No way through there. McLean.
Barcelona have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
And it's Pedri. Timber. And here's Yamal. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Kane. Goes for a shot! And that's a tidy finish. 2 up now, and they are cruising. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
That's really well manoeuvred. Looking for the run. Oh, important interception. And this is Kane. Oh, well played, well played. Vinicius Junior. Ronaldinho. And he's picked out the run. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Angers clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Now it's Mbappe. And there's green grass ahead of him. And this is Kane. McLean. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Hernandez. So, a temporary halt to the action. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
Attend ses parents au secrétariat du club. Jonathan, casquette bleue.
And we get things going again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal.
Mbappe! And it's hit the woodwork and out! And it's Messi. Looking tidy in possession here. He's and a chance! Yes! It's all becoming so easy. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
A case now of complete control. Albert Ferrer spots it and intercepts. It's just beyond his reach. Messi is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. O'Reilly. Messi. And it's Kane. And here's Mbappe. Kane. Shot a goal! And it's in! They are gorging themselves here on a seriously gorgeous scoreline. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done.
Changement. Le numéro 20. Pour le
So the manager
remplacer,
can make a change
le
for the
numéro
first time
10.
in the game here. Barcelona are having a ball here.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan. Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
And here's Mbappe. Oh, good take in a good area. Gerrard.
Le nombre de spectateurs
Auger,
pour ce
perhaps
match,
contemplating their next change here.
299.
The most accurate pass. Ruan. McLean. No, again there's no way through. Oh, there's a probing ball. Yamal. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Kane. Engages and forces him off the ball. Vinicius Junior. And here's Mbappe. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Now it's Yamal. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Pedri. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Gerrard. And Yamal. Can he get it through? He's on it, can he get away? Shoots! And that's in! Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Le numéro 10. Changement en cours.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Well, they may be down, but they're in no mood to go quietly. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Spread out to the left. And it's De Bruyne. Good ball, good take. He is just caressing the ball. Shapes to shoot! Oh, that's a waste. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Yamal receives it in a good position here. Mbappe! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Anderson. That's a sharp pass. And it's Pedri. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. This is a promising build-up. He's in a great position here. Great vision.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his...
And the shot! And that is a truly outstanding save.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Changement. Le numéro 21. Le numéro 10. Le numéro 11. Ronaldinho.
Got nowhere to hide after that one.
Alors
Hernandez.
le numéro 26. Le numéro 18.
Oh,
Le
super
numéro
ball.
31. Le numéro 8. Attention, changement.
Neymar. Barcelona clearly now in lead preservation mode. And it's Neymar. And he's only too happy to take that
Il y
back.
aura 4 minutes de temps
Akanji.
additionnel.
Pedri. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Oh, they could be caught out here. Chance for a shot! And yes, it's there! And he is away. The launch of a brand new hero. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it.
So that's it. It is all over. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Une petite
Angers
pensée, mesdames et
desperately
messieurs,
failing
pour le
to...
principe.